Happy Friday. And welcome to Work Week Wind Down. I wanted to just come on really quickly. I'm sitting in my car because I just got out of a 2-hour discussion. It was our Realtor Hot Topics at the Realtors Association. And when I tell you guys, it was amazing. The fact that we are in the midst of wrapping up Black History Month says a lot. But the topic today was bringing the history. Sorry about that. My alert is going off with messages. But the topic was bringing the history of Charlotte to life. And it was basically talking about Charlotte in black and white and more. We talked about gentrification. We talked about the different ways that the city has evolved and all sorts of things. I obviously, the time there, like I said, it was 2 hours long, but I did record a spoken word that was shared during our time together. And it was very powerful because throughout her message, she basically wove through her words with the different communities that have been, erased and changed, forever changed with gentrification and being just demolished and erased. So I want to bring that to you guys today as far as, my Black History Month celebration and just awareness. And I will, if you follow me, I'll be posting some more information and just little excerpts that I took during the platform. But the speakers that we had today were Mr. Tom Hanchett. He is very knowledgeable as far as, all the stuff that we covered today. He is a community historian here in Charlotte. He graduated from Cornell University, UNC, Chapel Hill. Tons of knowledge from him as a historian. We also had Miss Annetta Watkins-Foard. She is a part of the Community Building Initiative, CBI, here locally in Charlotte. So without further ado,
the neighborhoods that once were Brooklyn, the people who are actively being displaced, Cherry. We harp on the memories, give love and light to their legacies. We prepare for the catastrophe that almost always comes with being erased. A fault is a fracture or disruption in the planet's surface. It's where the movement and displacement occurs. A fault line holds on to the pressure. It's holding everything together until the tension becomes so great that it literally rocks the earth, causes a convulsion, an earthquake, a tsunami, a disaster of grave proportions. It's the tiny cracks that form lines of division that create the disasters that result in disruption. And we speak their stories, tell the tales of the people and families that once occupied this land, Catawba, Sugaree, name whole towns after them, Waxhaw, and roads and streets, Tuckasegee. We wade in their waters, Sugar Creek, have benefited from their traditions, a good old southern city where the living is easy. We forge forward in the name of urban renewal, with trains and tracks that slice through entire neighborhoods, Optimist Park, that displace whole families and generations of people who have lived and worked there, Enderley Park. We uproot stories and history without a second thought of the experiences and memories created by the people who built their communities with creativity and care, Wilmore. And every time that the people are erased, Brook Hill, families are left out in the cold Hitterville, beneath the surface Lockwood, beyond the visible Smallwood, a crack is exposed. The plates begin to shift. Nature is taking its course. You cannot think that you can disregard the most vulnerable yet resilient of your city and not be met with a catastrophic force and not come face to face read their stories. Discuss with candor how they can no longer afford to live there now, NOTA. About how their homes are purchased for pennies and torn down and rebuilt, First Ward. Turn what meant something valuable to somebody's grandma, Greer Heights, into condos and townhomes, $500,000 builds, Seversville. Disregard the irony of stripping yet another people from their home. Another crack reveals itself from beneath the surface. Another Black community erased and displaced. A city with a crisis of consciousness. Another neighborhood goes up for purchase. Another family out on the streets, ousted to the outskirts of the city or to the places without access. Now those who can't afford it are privileged to live in the ugly houses turned to pretty, the fault lines exposed. What a beautiful mess. We tell the stories of the city as we work for better days and respond with hope and courage. We fight injustice, but we cannot ignore the cracks that have always existed beneath the surface. And if we are to prevent greater disaster, if we are to save our communities while there is still time, we must go back to the difficult truths that exist beneath us. We must follow the stories through the fault line.